If you're still thinking about Q&A chatbots in 2026, then you're already behind. Over the years, Microsoft have transformed Copilot Studio from a simple chatbot builder to a full AI agent creation platform. And the investment they're pouring into it has been absolutely insane. In this video today, I'm going to break down for you what Copilot Studio is, why you need to learn it, and how you can get started today. The goal of this video is by the end of it, you'll understand what Copilot Studio is and how it's evolved, the shift from chatbots to AI agents, how to get started with a free trial license, and why now is the time to learn this technology, not tomorrow. We often say tomorrow is the busiest day of the week, so let's get started today. So I think to better understand what Copilot Studio is today, it's really nice to see what it was back in the day. So in the past, Copilot Studio used to be Power Virtual Agents. It was primarily a chatbot builder, which was great for creating conversational interfaces, but really limited in scope and very rigid. You could build Q&A bots, but that was about it. And when you did create these bots, you would have to basically map out every possible interaction and responses to those interactions, which was extremely time consuming and confusing. You effectively had to guess what people would input into your chat. And as I'm sure you're aware, people can put just about anything. But in 2026, Copilot Studio has evolved into a complete AI agent platform. And here's what that means. So the first point is generative AI agents over chatbots. And now, instead of just responding to questions, AI agents can take actions and make decisions completely autonomously. We also have multimodal capabilities. These agents can understand text, voice, images, and documents, and can link up to different knowledge sources all across your business. Now, if you see how powerful this is in the realm of generative AI, you can give all your business context to the AI agent to make sure it's giving you the most accurate responses and results. If we're going to be trusting our generative agents to do the work themselves, we better sure as hell be sure that they know what we're talking about when we speak about our business. Deep integrations, so native connections to M365, Dynamics 365, Power Platform, and thousands of third-party applications using connectors and custom connectors. Autonomous decision-making, so agents can reason through problems and execute processes without human intervention. And this is the big one, which is why it starred, and so much investment is going into this, but agent-to-agent capabilities. Now, again, this is Microsoft's biggest focus right now. Multiple agents can now communicate and collaborate with each other, basically delegating tasks to each other depending on what agent is made for what process. And this allows you to create multi-agent systems, which can be so powerful in the realm of things. Think of it this way, a chatbot that used to be built in Power Virtual Agents is like a receptionist who can answer questions that you've told it to answer. An agent is like a full team member who can research, analyze, decide, and act all on their own. So now you know what Copilot Studio is, let's get you set up so you can start learning it today. So the first thing we're going to do is get you your Copilot Studio trial. And the way that we do this is come to the Copilot Studio marketing website, so the link will be in the description, and I want you to select try for free. Now this will give you a 30-day free trial, but what you need to do is have a work or school email address. So if you don't want to use your work or school email address for whatever reason, I'll have a video here and linked in the description showing you how to create one for your own personal domain. It does come at a small cost per month, but I'd always say it's a good way to have everything on your domain, and if you're building things, you can even build your own portfolio. So I think it's super important to have your own domain anyway, but you'll need to sign in with a work or school email address. And here, I'm just going to use my partner's one. It says I'm already a Microsoft customer. All right, fine. But this is the process that you go to. You create your account if you don't have an account, and you do any confirmation details. Once you have created your account, go to copilotstudio.microsoft.com, and this will open up your environment. We're just going to select get started, and it's going to give us this, but we're just going to skip it for now. It's going to immediately prompt you to create your own agent, but we're not going to be doing that today. So we're just going to select the ellipsis here and select cancel agent creation. It's going to give you some of the new features that have come out. And here immediately you can see you've got agent and workflows that you can create on the menu. Now an agent is basically a copilot, which is your classic generative AI. It can complete tasks, it can answer questions. It's probably the first thing you think about when you think about an agent. A workflow is more of a step-by-step process that uses generative AI capabilities. So they're more processes that you hash out and are more rigid. So if you think about approval processes, for example, but during that approval process, if there's any point where generative AI capabilities need to be used, then you would use this workflow feature. Then if we go to the agents tab, this is the place where you can manage all of your agents. Now you can import agents, create blank agents over here, which is probably where you're going to start, or you can even start describing what your agent needs to do using natural language. Now, something you might see is that all of these pre-built agent templates that are here for you. Things like IT help desk and financial insights might be things to consider for your company. Even website Q&A is super useful, because if I click on this, you can see straight away it's going to give me a template if I select create, and then I avoid a lot of the steps that I would have to go through going directly from an end-to-end manual process. So now we're here, I want to go through some of the tabs that are available to us, which I think will be quite important just to get you started. It might take a while to load, but once it has, if I go to the topics here, you can see I've got pre-built topics here. And if I open one of these up, like greeting, for example, you can see that topic has been opened up for me. Now, if you've ever used Power Automate, this is going to look very familiar and feel very familiar as well. If I click here, you can see I have these abilities to add specific actions and tools and even agents now. We were speaking about that multi-agent capability. There's plenty of things for you to have a play with here. Now, topics basically define what activates your agents and what they do. So they're a very crucial part of your Copilot Studio agents. Knowledge allows you to add any specific knowledge sources. So this is a website Q&A. So if I was coming into the Powercademy website, I'll select add and, for example, public website, and it's going to ask me to enter a website link. I'll just put powercademy.com and then I can add this to the agent, and now my agent can query that website. So here is basically where you just add all of your knowledge sources. So you can do this with SharePoint, documents, etc. And you've got different places like analytics to basically track how your agent's performing and if anyone's even using it in the first place. So why should you learn this now? I boiled it down to 4 main reasons, including first the massive R&D budget. So Microsoft is literally pouring billions into AI agent technology. And if you work day to day with this technology, whether you're a Power Platform developer or someone who works within the Microsoft ecosystem, you generally want to follow the direction that Microsoft is heading in. If Microsoft is showing all the signals that they're going all in on this technology, it is a pretty safe bet to make that this technology is going to be here for the foreseeable future. Integration priority. So you can see Copilot Studio and M365 Copilot is being integrated into every Microsoft product. From PowerPoint to Word to SharePoint, it's going to be very important to understand this technology at a high level at least so that you can be more efficient in your work. Ecosystem momentum. So with millions of businesses on the Microsoft ecosystem, there's a built-in market of companies ready to extend their investments into AI agents. Now, a huge part of this is there are so many companies on the Microsoft ecosystem already. So logic would dictate that they'd want to extend into Copilot Studio because it's in the realm of where they're currently based. I'm not going to lie to you. There are agent builders right now which might be deemed better than Copilot Studio, things like N8N, for example. But the truth is Microsoft have something that those platforms don't, which is that context. And by that, I mean there are so many businesses already on the Microsoft ecosystem. So it's just so much easier to plug and play into the technology that Microsoft creates for you rather than go external to another provider. And then finally, job market explosion. So demand for Copilot Studio developers is absolutely skyrocketing. And if you want to future-proof your career, this is the place to do it. And I just want to summarize with some career benefits here. So commanding premium rates as a consultant or developer, leading AI transformation initiatives at your company, building and selling your own AI agent solutions, and future-proofing your career in an AI-driven world. These are so important if you're looking to double down in the Microsoft space. Now, I've been in the Microsoft ecosystem for some years now, and it's been a while since I've seen this level of investment go into one specific piece of technology. Every conversation I have with people inside of Microsoft, outside of Microsoft, are all pointing into this direction of agents and Copilot Studio. They all say the same thing, and it's that this is the future. I genuinely think that companies and employees that don't adopt these agents and this technology will really get left behind in the future. But on the flip side of that coin, I think professionals and businesses that can adopt this technology and really succeed with it will have a strategic advantage over the ones that don't. I really do think in 12 to 18 months, this will be mainstream and the early adopter advantage will be gone. But right now, you can position yourself as an expert when everyone else is just figuring out what this technology even is in the first place. So here's what to do after this video, some steps to take you on the path of learning Copilot Studio. And I'll put these step by step in the description so you can follow it. Firstly, sign up for the trial. Use the link in the description and do what I just did to make sure you have your own Copilot Studio environment. Second, complete the Copilot Studio Academy recruit path. Now, I haven't introduced this, but if I click onto this, there is a really awesome learning path here which will get you introduced to Copilot Studio. It goes through things like understanding what agents are, exploring large language models, building declarative and custom agents, enhancing agents, and deploying agents. So just going through the basics of agents in Copilot Studio. You can see there's 3 more paths coming, Operative and Commander. Maybe by the time you're watching this video, they're already released, so it gives you a very linear path to learning Copilot Studio, which is nice. But I think this is a really good place to get started. Then I want you to pick one simple business case. So maybe it's automating a personal task or a small business process. Just pick one and then start building it. Start with the template, customize it, and then test it. Just get your hands dirty. There's really no better way to learn than actually using the technology itself. And then finally, join Powercademy. Subscribe to this channel for any updates on Copilot Studio so you can keep an eye on it and you can be kept up to date. And also sign up to the newsletter so you don't miss a beat in the Power Platform and Copilot space. It's completely free and it really does me a huge benefit as well to making sure that I can keep this content free for you guys. If you're serious about learning this technology and want personalized training for your business, I've got a special offer for you. Powercademy offers live workshops and virtual training sessions where we'll build custom custom AI solutions together. And these can all be tailored to your specific business needs. Whether you're looking to upskill your team or transform your business operations, we can help. Check out the first link in the description to book a call, and let's discuss how Powercademy can help you with your AI and business needs. In conclusion, we're not just talking about chatbots anymore, we're talking about autonomous, multi-agent systems which can get very, very complex. Microsoft is investing heavily and adoption is going up despite what people tell you. The skill gap is really real, and the quicker you learn this technology, the better for you and your career. If you found this valuable, hit like, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next video. Thank you so much for your time.